Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Skill Riders podcast episode. I am your host, 65 Lokes, episode number 239. Chilling, recording here from the house. Normally for the most part, I'm always, on the road where I'm recording these episodes, but I had some time right now. I'm just chilling, about to drink some water. Already smashed some coffee earlier, so now it's time to hydrate with some water. So, wanted to catch up, see how you guys been. It's been a while. I was looking at the last time I did an episode, and dang, that was like the end of November. So I really didn't do anything for December as far as episodes go. Chill time. Obviously, it's family time. Thanksgiving, Christmas, holidays, and my daughter, she's 4 years old, going to school. So we're really busy with her at school. They do a lot of activities, and especially during that time, I got to see like first time her doing like performances and things like that. So that was like super cool, super neat, going to the school and being able to see that stuff right there. So it was just cool. It was good times, and also bringing in the new year. So she had 2 weeks off from school. So right after that, we were just busy, like taking care of her and stuff like that. So let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this water bottle right now. But I hope you guys have been good. Staying busy and whatnot, building. I'm pretty sure for some people, you guys probably got snow right now and stuff like that. And right now, weather's been kind of weird out where I'm at. I'll get into that later, like down on the episode. But let's start things off with wanted to talk about an upcoming show we got coming up in the month of February. It's called Model Fest. So Model Fest is going to be taking place Sunday, February 23rd, 2025, and this is going to be taking place at Seaside Park in Ventura County Fairgrounds. For those that need the address, it's 10 West Harbor Boulevard in Ventura, California, 93001. So this show is going to be going down from 8:30 in the morning to 3 p.m. It's a model contest and swap meet. This is hosted by Ventura Hobbies. Ventura Hobbies is a hobby shop that's been around for many years. Way before I started building models. It's one of the OG, hobby shops from Ventura County that's there, and this Model Fest has been going on for a very long time. There's a landmark, like a history thing, like if for those of you that collect like Lowrider Bicycle magazine, the magazine was featuring lowrider bikes, but there was also a section where they started to feature model cars, and this was when it was the launch of that magazine, and in the very first issue, when those magazines were coming out, I did not own the first issue at all. I obtained the first issue meaning it might have been like 2017, 2018 when I got my hands on issue number 1. It took a very long time, these issues came out back in the 90s, like I think it was like 92, 93 going forward, right? So I finally got my hands on one, and as I was flipping through pages and ended up reading in a section, there's a section where they're talking about the contest, right? And as you're reading it, it's Model Fest, and I was like, whoa, no way! Like Model Fest, it was featured in the very first issue of Lowrider Bicycle magazine, So that was amazing. That was like something like super cool, and just to still see it thriving after all these years, going through a lot of different things, even after the pandemic, still there. It's really cool, and when I started to go to Model Fest, like the first times, that must have been like 2015, 2016, the first shows that I went to. And I remember later in the future, before I even launched my online store, when I had found out that I was going to have my daughter, in the beginning of the year, I remember thinking, oh man, I better like save my money. I'm gonna have a daughter soon. I gotta get ready and stuff like that. So I remember vending for the first time there, and I brought out a bunch of open box kits, a bunch of stuff that I was planning on working on, but also stuff that I was like midway or almost close to completion, but I never, wrapped those ones up. I never finished them up. So they were all open box, and I brought those over. I even had like supplies, like even spray cans that I noted, like, there's half, like maybe like half left, or I just barely, used like a quarter of it or whatever, or and everything was like discounted, like cheap. Like I just really wanted to get rid of this stuff. And yeah, people came through. They got some stuff, even new kits. Some kits I never touched. People supported. They picked all that stuff up. So that was kind of like, I remember that. It was like a memory I had right there of like Ventura Hobbies. Like the Model Fest. Like just being like, dang, like vending at that. And then fast forward to some years later, 2021, 2022. It was more of like, okay, I have my business now. Everything's all set up. I have new product, things that are coming in, and very excited to get to customers that I feel these things will definitely enhance your building, So, so that was cool, having those experiences, and just from attending Model Fest. We get a lot of local people from Ventura County, but then there's also people that come from far as well to check out the show. There's a model contest, and then there's the swap meet, and the swap meet, like everyone loves swap meets, and especially when you're looking for things for model building as well. This last Friday, I actually mailed in my check to be a vendor. I should have called for. I just like got the letter in the mail regarding the event, and then I decided, what, I'm gonna go ahead and vend. So I filled out the form with my check, and I mailed it in on Friday. So my plans are to be there vending. So for those of you that are planning to attend, I will be there. Come say what's up. I'll look forward to seeing you there, meeting you there. But it'll be funny if like like I get hit up and they're like, yo, sorry, tables are sold out. I mean, it is what it is. I'll still go, but regardless, my plan, if everything goes smooth and I get checked in, I'll know ahead of time. But I just wanted to let you guys know about that show's coming up. It's in Ventura. If you want more information, you can always contact the owner. His name's Vern. They're at Ventura Hobbies. The contact number is 805-658-8138. And, for those that are planning on going, and, I'm going to read some details regarding the event. So admission is $10 per person. To let's see, enter your models in the Ferris Model Contest anywhere. First entry is $5. Each additional entry is only $2. There are 43 different categories to enter, including 8 junior categories. Bring your models and show them off, or just come and see the neat and interesting models that have been entered. Also, one last thing, state park fee applies. Okay, so regarding that is, so if you've never been here, when you pull up to the Ventura County Fairgrounds, when you get to the gate, there is a booth, and you might get greeted by, someone that works there for the state park that will be collecting a fee to enter, to be able to park inside the premises, right? I really don't know what time they're there. And the only reason I say that is because like the last couple times that I've gone, I didn't see anybody there. And everybody was just like coming in, cruising up. And I don't know if like maybe they just come later, I don't know, and I'm not trying to promise anything that that's how it's gonna go down. I'm just saying it out there, but also just be prepared. If so, there'll be a fee you have to pay there, and then you park, and then when you get to the event in the building, you will have to pay the $10 to enter in there. So those are two separate fees. The state park fee has nothing to do with the actual event. That's separate. Most places, most venues that are like that, fairgrounds and other kind of places, for the most part, that's just the way it is. Because they're huge. They're huge venues and stuff like that. And I mean, I have no control over that. I'm just passing on the information. What is it that people say? Don't shoot the messenger. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that's coming up, and Model Fest. So that's in February. Let me. I'm on my computer right now. Let me look something up real quick. See, good thing I have this. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, no, hold on. All right, so what I'm trying to look up right now is SoCal Open 2025. That for sure is in May. So let me, man, I think I found it. Let me, SoCal Open, what's up? Where you at? Here we go. Oh, here we go. I'm going to just promote that right now too. So, here we go. SoCal Open Model Car Show. This show is, let's see. Here we go. Sunday, May 4th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right. And let's see here. This is taking place at Rancho San Antonio Boys Home Gymnasium, 21000 Plummer Street in the city of Chatsworth, California. So it's $15 for unlimited model entry, pre-registered, $20 unlimited model entry day of show. Juniors free, spectators free. There's also a big raffle, delicious barbecue, and more. And let's see here. So let me. This is a show that's organized by Art Lasky here in Southern California, and it's also put on by ScaleProShop.com. So here, let me go back to the. All right, so the website, if you guys need more information, you can go to laskyscale.com, and while you're there on the site, you can download the flyer, participate. Participant registration. Oh, it says coming soon. Okay, so it's not ready yet. Vendor registration coming soon. All right, cool. So if you have any questions, you can either email Art at laskyscale@gmail.com or contact the contact number 951-233-5276. So those are two events that we have scheduled here in California so far. So going back to this one, SoCal Open. All right. So this model show, this event that Art's been doing, he's been doing this for quite a while now. The venue, it's the same venue. And I mean, this is an awesome show. This is one that is definitely has been growing more and more every year that it's been going on. At the same time as there's the model car show in the gymnasium, if you want to step outside of the gymnasium, there's a huge car show as well that's being put on outside, and there's a huge section of food vendors. So, I mean, this is a great event. If you have a family and you want to bring them, you want to bring your wife, your parents, your kids. This is a great show where you could come through, check out the model cars, get some food, and then also check out the cars that are out there people's collections, some like timeless pieces that are out there parked, and it's kind of cool because you could you could be by yourself, look at some models, or you could be with your family, looking around, and there's food, and not have to worry that you have to leave the venue, the area. On top of that, I mean, it's free to spectate, so you could walk in, walk out, however you please. It's all there. On top of that, there's vendor tables. I have vended many years at this event, and I remember the first time I did it, I booked like one table, but I brought so much stuff for one table, and it's like I should have booked two tables. I wasn't prepared. So second year I did two tables, and that was pretty awesome. That was pretty comfortable right there. And then the one after that as well. So with this show, so let me break it down with the pricing. So it says $15 for unlimited model entry, pre-registered. So what this means is you go here on the website, laskeyscale.com. When the participant registration link is ready, you click that, and you basically just enter all your information. You put your name, contact info, email, number, and whatever else it asks, right? And right there, what you want to do also is you want to check out. You want to pay online and check out, and it's $15. All right, that right there. What's gonna happen is when you do that, and I'm telling you guys this from experience. When you do that, this gives Art a heads up of the participants that are coming, and also you're able to say I'm bringing 10 cars, I'm bringing 5 cars, or whatever the quantity is, so this gives him the chance to prepare, prints out your forms, with your name on it and everything, and when you step into the place, you form in line, and once it's your turn, you give them your name, or maybe there's a confirmation number. You basically give them your contact info, and right there they'll go in their files, and they'll pull out your paperwork, and they'll hand it over to you. From there, it's easy. You're able to set your models down and start to place that paperwork next to your model car right there for the event. And it's $15. So the other one is $20 unlimited model entry, day of show. So basically that just means you walk up, and let's say you have 10, 20 cars, then you're paying $20. You're not saving the $5. And now, I mean, trust me, you're gonna be busy filling out forms for a while, because now if you especially if you bring a lot of cars. So if you bring a lot of cars, you're gonna have to fill out the information for each car, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna need a pen, and then you're gonna have to find the location, where do I fill these out, inside, outside, you have to find a spot. So now you have to put all your stuff down, fill out all these forms, and then you have to rush and put your models on the table to see where it fits, because trust me, these tables get filled up fast. I mean, Art's been getting extra tables to fill in the venue, and it gets filled quick. So you want to get there early, you want to get checked in early, have your models laid out, and then from there, just be able to just chill. The cool thing is vendors are there, so if you're hungry and you didn't get breakfast in the morning because you're rushing out, you can get something there. If it's 10 a.m., 11 a.m., getting close to lunchtime, boom, there's everything there, and I mean, there's more things besides barbecue. There's a lot of different styles and types of foods that you could eat. So it's really, really dope. And then if you want to walk it off, you can go walk it off, get some inspiration, get some fresh air, look up at the sky, Maybe you can go to the very corner of the event where no one's around and just scream real quick, I don't know, whatever you're into, you could do something and then come back. But it's going to be a fun one, man. It'll be cool. It's Sunday, May 4th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And, from speaking with Art from previous events, he has mentioned that this event, it's before it was more like an NNL kind of style, like picks and stuff like that. But from speaking even with one of our friends, Leo, and even Art, they met like last year. It was a judged event, and that was like the first time. And I believe that this is also gonna be a judged event. So, oh wait, it is. Dude, watch. Let me read this part. I left this part out. Can't believe I did. It says, for the second consecutive year, the SoCal Open is a judged contest. Click the show flyer below. Damn, let's click the flyer. Let's download it right now. Right here, I'm downloading it. Boom, boom. Oh, damn, dope. We have SoCal Open presented by ScaleProShop.com and Tamiya charity event. This is dope. This is dope. We got the flyer. We have the sponsors. Lots of sponsors right here. Watch. Let me zoom in so I could throw a roll call right here of sponsors. So we have Juan for you. Shout outs to Juan's the homie right there. We also got a YouTube channel by Chuck's Hobby Spot. We got Daryl Gasaway. Yeah, let me zoom in on this one. It's kind of small. The International Model Car Builders Museum. We also got our friends, our homies over at Dedicated Scale Enthusiast Magazine. Also, San Diego Model Car Club, Temecula Valley Model Club. We also have Mark S. Gustafson, attorney at law, Dave Dale, John and Jamie Teresi. We also got another YouTube channel, BG's Model Workshop. And we also got our homie out of Arizona, Iceman Collections. So you can check out icemancollections.com. We also have Grex USA. That's another airbrush company. They do some pretty dope airbrushes. We also have a new magazine that came out late last year that I've been noticing, Auto Modeler magazine. And then it says, I believe it's supposed to say For the Love of Car Models. Yeah, they pronounce the F, but that's all good. We'll fix that later. Then we also have scalefinishes.com. And man, this is a dope catchphrase, from start to finish. That's dope. And then also the homies Masterpieces. We also got the Masterpieces Association. And then finally we have ourselves, Scale Writers. So all of us are there as the sponsors. Let me also let's see what else I could mention here on this. So man, this is coming up. I'll be talking more about this as we get closer to the date. So model entries limited to 15 per builder, exclusive drawing for pre-entries only. Oh, I remember this now. So for those of you that pre-register online, you would automatically be included in an exclusive drawing just for the pre-entries only. So it's like you don't have to buy a raffle ticket. Like you're entered in this separate one already just because you're participating in this thing. So that's pretty rad right there. Let's see what else. Let's go down the classes. So the classes, there's gonna be juniors, hot rod, street machine, custom, lowrider mild, lowrider wild, street, truck, factory stock, drifters and tuners, motorcycles, commercial vehicle, drag race, door slammers, competition, road course, / oval, out of the box, replica, curbside, large scale, small scale, miscellaneous. And then there's also going to be master awards for best interior, best finish, best detail, best of show. That's pretty dope right there. So I know a lot of you guys build different genres, different things. This is great. You could bring this all out right here. I mean, if you're listening to this right now And if you have a friend that's a model builder, maybe he doesn't even know about this event, let him know. Let him know. I always get people also asking like, hey, I don't live in California, but I want to come out first time. Which show do you recommend? I want to fly in, or I'm gonna, do all my stuff and this and that. I mean, to me personally, one that I would highly recommend for you to go would be this one right here, SoCal Open Model Car Contest. The reason being, it's a big event. It's you get everybody that you follow and that inspires you on Instagram that's from Southern California is gonna be there. And on top of that, like I said, there's gonna be food, and then there's gonna be cars that you can see outside. So you don't have to worry about like, oh dang, I'm not from here. I don't really know the area, and I'm here, and I'm kind of not scared, but you kind of don't want to step away of where you're at, because you're there for a reason, but you don't want to step away, to try to figure out and have to drive like 20, 30 minutes out to get food, and then come back. Nah, you don't want to do none of that. Everything's all right there. So it definitely works out. I highly recommend it right here. We're in the month of January. You're planning on flying in. Start looking at the plane tickets now. Start looking at like what hotels are closest to there. If you want to stay there in the valley, or you want to stay maybe in LA, and just drive out from LA to Chatsworth, and then when the show's done, you go back to LA, and then from there, you want to do all the touristy stuff, you can do all the touristy stuff. If you're not from out here and you want to check stuff out, or if you want to stay in Ventura County, go to the beach, a lot of options right there. But this show, SoCal Open, is coming up, and it's gonna be a fun one right there. So shout outs to Art Lasky for putting this show on, and also shout outs to Vern for putting out the other show, Model Fest. So 2 shows right there are lined up for 2025. Let me back up real quick also, because as I'm recording this right now, a couple weeks back we did have a couple events that went down. Some major ones, like the first one of the year that popped off was the not SoCal, it was just NNL West, Northern California, and this was their 40th anniversary, their last and final one. This is like the last hurrah. This is like a boxer's dream, where you retire as a champ and you drive off into the sunset, and that's it. And everything's just memories, everything's history, so this was the last one. I was not able to attend, I did look at photographs, I did see videos, and man, every like, it was awesome to see the stuff, but I also felt bad because I was not there. The night before, though, I cannot miss this either. There was an event by Alex on Instagram. You could look him up at El Handis. Alex threw the pizza night, Slice of the West. I mean, this is such an awesome event. Big turnout. Also, a lot of homies went out to that. I was like watching close, and it's just such a cool thing, man. And like, shout outs to Alex for like organizing it and inviting people and getting the whole thing, going. A lot of people dig it, and on top of that, he just does these like really cool awards that he machines, and he cuts, and he like preps, and he like designs a slice of a pizza made. I think it's aluminum or metal. I don't know. I really don't know the material. Sorry, Alex, but it's some pretty cool stuff that he like works with, and he gets to present those to the people that get picked, and every year he's been doing that. Obviously, I mean, there was one after the pandemic that didn't go down, but ever since then, they've been going down. Who knows? Alex might do something like that again in the future, but this one was dope because it's the night before NNL West, so it's like a little warm up, get everyone together, have everyone showcase their stuff, enjoy some pizza, and just chop it up, with everybody, because everyone's close together in a closed room there at the pizza spot. And NNL West went down the next day, which was on a Saturday, and it was just like a few days after New Year's, you know. Unfortunately for myself, the scheduling, it just did not work out for myself. Previous years when I've gone to NNL West, the dates have always been like towards the middle and end of the month of January. And this one was really at the beginning of it. And, having my daughter for 2 weeks for vacation, and then, that weekend was quite just critical. It just wasn't going to work out for me you know, to be able to attend. And but I stayed in the sidelines. I couldn't go. I checked out stuff online. I tried to share as much as I could from it. But for those that went, hey, congrats and props to you guys. I think you guys left home inspired and just happy that you guys were able to participate and be part of something that was amazing. And shout outs to everyone that has been doing NNL West for years. The guys behind the scenes, the guys that we don't even know, that aren't even on social media. They're not doing none of that. They're just like, they love model building. They love the camaraderie. They love, doing all this and just putting on the show for everybody. And all you guys right there. Shout outs to you guys. So that was pretty cool that they did. And then the following weekend there was another event, but this was more of a invite private event that Big Dave threw out. And he organized and he put it together. So shout outs to him as well for doing that, getting people from Southern California together for that event. He had hit me up, inviting me to come out to it, but man, things had happened the week before, after SoCal. I mean, damn, see, I'm getting confused. I'm going too fast. After NNL West went down, the following weekend was going to be the event that Dave was going down. But then we had these huge fires in our area, and I'm in the middle, here in LA. One of the fires, the Ian fire, it's probably a 15-20 minute drive from my home to Altadena and those mountains, and that was super close. The other one, that Palisades one, that's pretty far from where I'm at. It's on the other side. That's more towards the beach, next to Santa Monica, and that's still I would say probably a 45-minute drive just because of traffic to get there. If not, it'd be probably a 25-minute drive if there wasn't any traffic. But those two things were going on, and then there was all these other random ones that people were just starting fires, So, I have a small daughter, I have my wife and stuff, and I have to make sure that they're good and we're fine. I mean, they had to shut off the power for some days here, and we got it back, but still it was just kind of uncertain, and I mean, the one thing I don't want to do is be away from my daughter and for her to be freaking out, oh, where's my dad? Because we're not going outside. It smells like smoke. There's ash everywhere. There's trees knocked down everywhere. There's fences that have fallen and stuff like that. And I mean, we got lucky that it didn't, come out this far. But I feel really bad for a lot of those people that lost their homes. And you know what? I remember thinking back to some episodes where I kind of talked about this, about fires going down, and it's almost it feels like people get jacked. These things come in and they burn your stuff and they're gone, and that's it. You got it sucks, and it's a very traumatic thing that happens, especially for kids, and for elders too, adults, anybody. I mean, really in age, but I feel bad for kids, especially, now that I have a 4-year-old, I can relate, dang, they probably feel their world has crumbled. But you know what? I think a lot of people are strong. They have strong spirits, strong wills, and they will overcome this. Right now, things like that, it's dark, the darkness, but there is always light. At the end of the tunnel. And yeah, my heart goes out to them, man. it was pretty bad, you know. And so it's like, you know, I could not attend, you know. And you know, but from what I did see from that event, there was a lot of scale modelers that came out from Southern California. I wish I would have gone because I would have been able to see, you know, catch up with people. Because you know, last year I stayed in. I didn't really go to any shows. I wasn't vending. I wasn't doing stuff. I was just being more low key, just you know, enjoying my time with my family and stuff like that. And you know, it's crazy. Like when I think back, because you know, I still remember like being single. You know, having the freedom to go here, go there, and you know, having so much time, and then things changing. You know, now you have to step up. Now you have to be responsible. Now you have to do all these things. And you know, when those things happen, you still want to continue doing the things you like and you're passionate about and all your hobbies and all these things. But then you realize, wait a minute, some stuff I have to kind of put that away for a bit. You know, I can't hang out with the friends too much, or I can't go to all these events, or I can't do 5 different hobbies. I have to just stick to 3 of them or 2 of them or just one, you know, things like that. So it was something, you know, over time that I had to learn how to manage and balance. Like, okay, I have to balance a podcast, content, now an online store, you know, my family, and work and all this stuff, you know. So so now, you know, at this point, daughter's 4, and now things they keep changing as she's growing. She's becoming more independent. She's learning more things, and now I'm starting to find my freedoms, like things that I couldn't do back then because I had to like attend to those things at a certain time. Now those times are available. Now they're vacant. Now it's like, ooh, like, you know, I can record podcasts. I can do this. I can do that. So it's like slowly building back up. You know, slowly building back up. You know, I just recently put my bench back together. You know, I had mentioned in past episodes where I had dismantled the bench from the room because I put my daughter's bed in that place. I wanted to just her to have her room, you know. So now I found like some space where I set up my bench, and I started to like put everything together. And oh my God, when I started to put everything together, I just started to get this like inspiration coming back. Like, oh yeah, here we go, putting all the tools, cleaning stuff, and it was just kind of cool to like open up the boxes of the kits, like where I just left off, and like what ones I was like, oh yeah, I remember I was working on this. Like, dang, I didn't even like finish it or whatever, you know. So that was like super fun. And then that gave me an opportunity to record. So I started recording some clips for my YouTube channel, and I put out the first video. Let's see. Let me see if it's called Bench Packout. So if you go to youtube.com, just search Scale Riders, and you'll find the Scale Riders channel. And there, let's see, content. So yeah, it was the bench Packout. So this video here it's like a 5-minute video, just kind of just showcasing that, hey guys, what's up? You know, the bench and just kind of the things. I also have the airbrush booth right next to it. I have it set up like an L shape. So with that, what helps is that I'm able to like, you know, if I'm working on the bench and then I decide, oh, I need to airbrush something, I could just do it right there and then, you know. I'm still trying to figure out what ways I can record. I mean, I have my phone. I just made a bunch of space for it to record content, but I do have a stand, but I don't have the particular piece that will connect to this phone. That stand, it's more for like a Nikon camera. So I have to rig something. I have to figure something out that I can tape, connect, in order to be able to record those clips. You know, I'm gonna try my best to try to record as much and document as much as my process as I'm going forward. So my plans for these videos is obviously to do some product spotlight, where product spotlight can be items that are new items, or restock items that are coming into the scalewriters.com store. Also, it can be items that I already have in my bench, products that I use, been using for years, that I want to talk about and just kind of explain, what this does, and also just kind of show a quick little demo of before after, you know. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm trying to figure out also what dates to kind of release a video on. I do want to at least try to release a video once a week. I don't want to overdo it either, like to say, oh man, I'm gonna release a video every day. Nah, because that's just not doable. That's too much pressure. I'll burn myself out. It just won't work out. So the little that I can do, we're gonna go ahead and move forward with that. And so that was like on a Wednesday when I put out that video. So on Friday I put out another video that this is the like the spotlight, like the focus video. It's called 49 Merc Roof. With this one, it's just showcasing. I had a Merc where it has all these blemishes, glue marks, and things on the roof, and I was using God hand sponges to smooth it out and primer it, just to get it back to that like smooth finish, to be able to basically paint and just just to let people know, look, if your model, the body's damaged or you end up with glue on it or something, you can always recover that. Don't worry about it. Like things will be fine. So that right there is one of the things that I did in this video, and I uploaded. So that's up. And then Friday was like pretty cool because I got a huge shipment of stuff that came in for the year of 2025. I mean, I've been getting good amount of new arrivals on stuff, down to detail parts from like Detail Masters, Edward Models, and Gopher Racing. Also some Highlight Model Studio, KA Models, Ken's Fuzzy Fur. A lot of those small, detail things. Also the Revell Germany chrome spray came in. That's been a very popular spray that we've been getting in. Some carbon fiber as well from Scale Motorsport. And I had read some news, which, I mean, a lot of people would probably look at it as like a bad, just because it's not going to be no longer. There was a notice that they were going to be going out of business, basically like closing their doors. I mean, it could also be like just retirement. The owner might be retiring from it. Let me go on their website, Scale Motorsport. They said that like last year was gonna be like it, and they kind of announced it. I don't know if it was October where they announced this, or November, but I'm not too sure. But let's see, they have a banner on this website. I'm on scalemotorsport.com. It says our site has been turned off to catch up year-end sale and final inventory count. And then it says check back January 15, 2025. Questions, hit up Matthew at scalemotorsport.com. Yeah, Matthew's the owner of the magazine, and of the company. I have purchased a lot through him directly, and I reached out not too long ago. I'm still waiting to hear back from him to see if I could still obtain some carbon fiber, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything, and I'm still waiting. I'll probably hit him back again, but man, this is like some of the best carbon fiber. I don't know why it came to the end, but great solid product. I mean, every time we bring it in the store, we sell out of it right there. So I mean, if this is the end, then dang, I mean, it's gonna be tough to find like some great carbon fiber once it's completely gone. But man, thank you though, Matthew, for your services and everything that you did for the community. Such great stuff. Photo etch tools. They did a lot of amazing things. So shout outs to him right there. And let me see. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything or not. Oh yes. So here, let me get out of. Now I'm gonna go on my phone. Hopefully it's still recording, or maybe not. Dang. Here, let me go back. I just don't want to lose this recording. So, um, earlier in the day, I did see Dedicated Magazine put out a post that the new magazine, they have it. It's in hand because there was a bunch of magazines. So, for those that pre-ordered this, you'll be able to get that magazine soon. And I'm excited. I did pre-order a copy, so I'm excited to get that. I'm also, if they have some extras, I'll try to get some extras for my online store. For those of you that didn't get one, maybe you can get one from there. Still no promises though. I still got to see if I can get the magazine. But hit them up. Check them out on Instagram at Dedicated Magazine. Check them out right there and try to see if you can get your hands on that mag. I'm excited to see the features and just to see what's in there. But yeah, that magazine should be out pretty soon. So yeah, that's the one thing. I'm glad I didn't miss that right there, that tidbit. So Happy New Year to everybody. This is January 18th as I'm recording this right now on a Saturday, and I'm about to as soon as I'm done right now, I'm gonna upload this thing right away. So by the time you're hearing this, it's probably already gonna be Sunday, the 19th of January from there. And I just, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are holding it down, with your priorities, your responsibilities, and just enjoying the hobby, enjoying, there's a lot of products, a lot of neat things are going to be coming down the pipeline, and it's like, it just doesn't stop. There's constant new models, constant things just dropping. Another thing before I go, the Aoshima just dropped, and we just got them in too, the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Murcielago. This is the version 2, and this is, I have a feeling this might be the last Lambo. I mean, they've been killing it with a lot of Lambos, but I think this is the last one, the Murcielago. The Tamiya had put out this dope, badass 124 scale Porsche 911, and that right there, we did get copies in. We sold out of those immediately. I am expecting to get 4 more copies. I had put in a lot in back order, but since the distributor has to kind of, when they get the shipments in, they have to distribute amongst a lot of stores, I was only able to get 4 out of out of that. So those are going to be coming in, and I mean, once they come in, if you're looking for one and you see it, just get it, because that will definitely sell out right there. I mean, there's been some people building them and they look amazing. I've been seeing some of the model builders out in Japan on X, and oh my God, these guys are just killing it with some really cool stuff right there. And yeah, highly recommend checking back on that right there. And yeah, it's just a lot of products and a lot of things, tools, things like that. I mean, I know a lot of people say like, oh, it's New Year's, like I gotta set some goals and resolutions, and it's crazy. I don't really hear too many people talking about that, but if you were gonna plan something, I mean, it could be maybe, my resolutions could be like finishing my models, or it could be like finally cleaning my bench, because I've been working in chaos and everything's everywhere. So now I'm gonna organize it. Or maybe I want to upgrade my tools, or maybe I want to build Gundam. It could be many things, just to keep it exciting and keep the mind busy. That's the one thing, you want to keep the mind busy. I know we use social media a lot to research, to get inspired and to look, but it's also cool to put it down and hit the table, hit the bench, and clear your mind and just focus on something, keep working the muscles, the motor skills in our brain, and so forth. And you know, we're all part of a community. We're all sharing information. We're all helping each other out, and we're all helping the hobby grow as it is. You know, we keep pushing each other more and more, and that's what's up. So on that note, I hope you guys have a good one. Take care of yourself, and till the next episode. All right, guys, 65 Lokes. Peace out.